What's up, you guys, and thank you so much for joining me. Today we are installing new mirrors on the Duramax. And here are the new tow mirrors right here for the Duramax. I'm super pumped. They are white, color matched. John actually got me these. We're helping him with an aggressively long road trip picking up his Cadillac from Houston to Washington. That was a blast. In this video, I'll not only be showing you guys how to install these mirrors, I'll be showing you how to wire up the reverse lights as well. I just need to get the 4Runner pulled out of the shop, get the Duramax in, then we get to installing these mirrors. Yay. Got the truck in the shop. I'm gonna go ahead and try to make this whole thing as quick and painless as possible. We're gonna start off by removing the door panel. We're gonna start off with the door lock lever right here. Go ahead and take your pick, pop it in right behind this little square piece, and it'll slide right out. We're gonna move to this little triangle piece right here. Pops out just like that. We're gonna go ahead and remove these two covers right here. Take a pick, right underneath the door handle, pop that out. Just like that. And we're gonna lift the door handle and pop that one out. Now there's gonna be two 10mm bolts right there and one 10mm right here. And it looks like there's only one in this side. Get you guys a better look. Yeah, unfortunately there's only one right there on my setup, but you should have two. Break this free by hand first. And get this one down here. Magnet, boom. Now we're gonna remove the door handle cover right here. Take the pick, pop it under. Apparently my tab's broken on here, so yours may be a little more difficult to get off. But there's gonna be two 10mm screws right there and right under here. Break these free by hand. Well, that appears to be stripped.
2 hours later.
Finally got the door handle off this piece back here that the nut actually goes into. That's a part of the door. Somehow it got cross-threaded going in at some point. What I had to do is just grab onto the door handle and then just send it in reverse till it got hot enough and grabbed, and then I could get it off. I don't know what I'm gonna do about that just yet. That's feature me problem. So we're gonna go ahead and remove the window control. Pop up under there. There we go. The tabs are broken, that's good. I'm just gonna go ahead and remove all these plugs right here. Then this last one right here, you're gonna wanna take a pick, get up underneath that tab, and pull out on it. Now removing the door panel, I'm gonna start from the bottom, work my way up. Lift up. You can pull it out. Before you can remove the panel, you gotta remove the door handle assembly, or this cable right here. It's kind of hard to show. It's a lot better if you have pliers, but turns out I don't have pliers currently. Show you guys what I'm doing in just a second. You're gonna wanna push in on these tabs that are here on the other side. Get one side undone, spin it, and push the other tab. Then you can pull it out like that, pull it down, and it pulls out right there. For a quick close-up, these are the tabs I was talking about. Push one side in and then spin it and then push the other side in and it'll pull right out. Now the door panel's off, we can go ahead and find the mirror plug. Pull that out. Go ahead and pull this down a little bit. Pull this up and out. Pop that out. Pop that out. And remove this. Now we get to actually removing the mirror. And that's gonna be three 10mm nuts right there, there, and right up there. Make sure it's somewhat supported. And there's gonna be another little body clip right in here that's gonna have two tabs. I'll show you guys when I get it out. There we go. Yay, got it out. And these are the two tabs I was talking about that was holding it in. Just gotta pinch those in and it'll pop right out. Now the part that I'm most excited about is getting this mirror in. Feed the wires through. Get those tabs on the other side. That's what that click was. Get a nut back here. Hold it in place. Now that we're on the other side, we can get the rest of the nuts on. Almost lost it. I'm gonna lightly put it on with power. I'm gonna finish by hand tightening it. Go ahead and reinsert the foam. Now that we've got the mirror installed, we can go ahead and take the harness, run it back through here. I'm gonna go ahead and plug it in right now. Now what we need to do is grab the reverse light harness, plug that in right there. And I'll show you guys how I'm gonna run it into the cab now. Okay, I apologize for the poor lighting, and I do not have my mini tripod, so bear with me here. These right here, you're gonna wanna take a flathead, and right where these tabs are, like right where you see this little bulge in the rubber, push down on there and it'll pop out, and then same with this piece right here. Okay guys, set up on the seat. Hopefully you guys can see. Press down on there, and it'll pop right out. I'm gonna feed this extra harness through the door down in there. I'm gonna go ahead and pop it out right here. Pull all the harness through. So I went ahead and found a piece of hanging wire that we used to hang the Corvette headers when I sprayed them, and taped the wires to them. I'm gonna try and feed them up through there. A clothes hanger would be a lot more ideal, but I do not have one available here at the shop, so we're gonna work with this and hope for the best. There we go. Okay. Not the smoothest, but it worked. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this up through. So the lighting and the angle is a little terrible, but we're gonna go ahead, run this in through here. It'll pop out right by the e-brake. Now we'll get to actually running the cables. We're gonna start over here on the passenger side. As you guys can see, is it's cleanly ran into the cab right here, waiting to go. What I'm gonna do is, and I apologize because you guys probably can't see it, but the ducting right here, I'm gonna run it just behind the ducting over to the driver's side, and then we can continue the wiring from there. And then after it's ran, I'm gonna tuck it underneath the carpet so it's not exposed. So I went ahead and ran a piece of wire through the center console right here, and I taped the cables to it. So now we just need to pull it through. There we go. The cabling has been ran over to the driver's side. I went ahead and tucked it all in. Can't even tell that it was ran. Nice and clean. Now that I got all the cabling over here on the driver's side, I'm gonna take the two ground wires, which are the two gray ones. I'm gonna mount them. Actually, I'm also gonna apologize that I didn't bring my GoPros because I'm not gonna be able to show you guys this. I'm gonna mount them to this ground nut right here to the left of the accelerator pedal using these ring terminals right here. The ground cables have been terminated. I went ahead and pre-ran the cables before I cut them. So there's gonna be just enough slack that I can tuck it underneath the carpet and it's gonna look clean. And then we can go ahead and mount it to that grounding spot right there. One last look at what the ground cable is gonna look like, all ready to go, nice and clean, out of the way. And we'll move on to the power. So after managing the white power wire from the passenger side cleanly, I realized I'm not gonna have enough to make it into the engine bay. So I'm gonna do is cut these to length, both the passenger and the driver's side, put them in one side of the butt connector. And I also don't have my good butt connectors, but I'm just gonna use this for now. And then whatever extra length I have from the driver's side, because I have plenty, I'll put in the other side, and then we can run it into the engine bay. So this is what it'll look like when it's done. Both of those go into there and then come out as one. It's a little janky, but it's gonna work. I'm gonna show you guys where we're gonna run it into the engine bay from the cab. There's that boot right there. I've already got that red cable that goes to the pillar pods, so we're gonna run it right next to there. What I'm gonna do is take the rod, put it through that hole, and then tape it to the cables, then we can pull it through just like we did from the passenger side to the driver's side. Now that we've got the white power cable in the engine bay, go ahead and remove the cover off the fuse box. What you're gonna wanna do is also get a fuse tap. You can get them at AutoZone, O'Reilly's, or online. I'll put a link in the description below for one of these if you just wanna order it. Now what you're gonna wanna do is find the trailer backup fuse, which is gonna be a 10 amp fuse. And on my truck, it's this one right here. We're gonna pull that, replace it with this after I splice in the power cable into it. It's actually now the next day. So I had the wrong fuse tap. I went and got the correct one. There it is, Triple H. I'll put a link in the description like I said below. Now we just need to cut this power cable to length, splice it on, plug it in, we'll be good to go. Got the fuse tap all ready to go. Got two 10 amp fuses in there. Got to put it in the trailer backup slot. Drop it in there just like that. We're good to go. Got the truck on, we're gonna put it in reverse, make sure it works. Yay! Nice. Glad to see that everything's working well. Now I did get a couple clips last night of it in the dark. I did hook it up to power, so I'll play those right now. Got them hooked up to some power so you guys can get a look at what they look like at night. Dead on, they are super bright. And then we'll take a look back here. They light up really well. Backing up at night is gonna help a lot because with this tinted back window, I can't see shit. And for those of you that wanna see what they look like in cab, they don't even affect you at all. You can't even tell that they're really on. And look in the mirror right there. They light up really nicely. Take a look at the passenger side. Yeah, so it's pretty bright and it's gonna help out a lot. As always, I hope you guys learned something. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great day.